I think our meeting place this morning for the programme hardly takes any introduction once again. And we have a very interesting guest today on our programme. A young lady this morning. Her name's Meryl, and she's an English speaker as well, but actually born in Holland this time, and I think she's coming right along to meet us now. Hi,
Morning,
Meryl. How are you? Lovely.
Good, thank you.
Yeah. So, how are you doing in the summer? Having a nice time?
Very well, thank you. Yeah, as always here in Zaragoza. Yeah.
So, you're going to tell us about your story in Aragón this morning.
Yeah.
It's quite warm now. Maybe we should move into the shade just over there.
Sounds
and
good.
We can talk for a while.
Okay, great.
Let's go. Meryl, we decided to meet here this morning for a reason, and you're going to tell us a little bit about your story in Zaragoza and what brought you here. First had something to do with this area. We're right here in the gates of the University of Aragón, the campus in the Plaza San Francisco. So, how did it all begin?
Well, when I arrived in Zaragoza, I already lived near the university. That was just coincidence, but in the 11 years I've been here, I've always lived around this area, so it's where I feel home. And yeah, I went to university here for 5 years, and yeah, I studied classical languages, Latin and Greek. So that was an important part of my life here in Zaragoza.
So Zaragoza has been a really interesting city for you, having studied.
Absolutely, yeah. It's actually it's a Roman city, and there are a lot of ancient ruins, although most of them are under the city, of course. And because a lot of people here don't know much about it.
Yeah.
I don't know that much about it either, but it's something nice to show, something different from what they expect. Yeah,
that's true. Sometimes you find out more about the city when you move in to live there than actually when you're born there.
Yeah, yeah, especially when people visit, like every time they come, because it's usually the same people.
Yeah.
My parents, my sister, some friends. Every time they come, I try to show them something different.
Yeah.
So that way I discovered the city myself. There are places that I've only been when people visited me. I probably wouldn't have gone myself, like most people who live in this city.
And you have lots of visitors. As soon as you come to live away from your country, everybody says, oh,
Yeah.
you get friends everywhere.
Especially in the summer when it's nice and warm here. So, yeah, that's great.
Fantastic. Maybe we could go and see some of those places this morning.
Yeah.
And you can tell me some things about them.
Right.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So let's go.
Let's go.
Mama was queen of the Mongol, Papa was king of the Congo. Deep down in the jungle, I stopped banging my first bongo. Every monkey like to be in my place instead of me, 'cause I'm the king of bongo, baby. I'm the king of bongo. I went to the big town where there is a lot of sound. From the jungle to the city, looking for a bigger crown. So I play my boogie for the people of big city, but they don't.
Here we are, Meryl, in the Museum of the Roman Theatre, an absolutely fabulous place. What a beautiful view out there. And this is one of the places you like to come with your visitors.
Definitely. Yeah. One of the funny things about this place is that it's been discovered quite recently. You see all this theatre that we'll show you in a moment, but until the 70s,
Yeah.
it was hidden and nobody knew that it was here. So they've actually found it by chance. They were lucky in the 70s and 70s
Yes.
and did a lot of work digging it up. Took them a while because as you can see, there are buildings around it that they had to actually demolish. And so this museum that they've built around the museum to explain something about this theatre has only been open for about 10 years or a little bit longer.
Yeah.
So it's a very amazing place and it's quite new actually as an attraction for the city.
Absolutely.
And it tells a lot about the history of the city. So, yeah.
And is it okay? Can you actually go outside here and have a look outside?
Yeah, you can look outside, you can go for a walk outside and see what it was really like to be in the So yeah, and in other parts of the museum they also show there are displays of what it was like. It's a good reconstruction, and they give you a good idea of what it was really like. It's a nice museum. Yeah. So
See the real thing.
yeah, that's the best part of it. Yeah.
Don't go crazy when I'm banging on my boogie. I'm the hear me when I come, baby. Nobody like to be in my place instead of me, 'cause nobody go crazy when I'm banging on my boogie. I'm a king without a crown, hanging loose in a big town, but I'm a king of bongo, baby. I'm the king of bongo bong. Hear me when I come, baby. Hear me when I come. They say that I'm a clown, making too much dirty sound. They say there is no place for little monkey in this town. Nobody like to be in my place instead of me, 'cause nobody go crazy when I'm banging on my boogie. I'm the
Really, this is, you could just imagine the stage over there.
I know, it's really great, and they've used this museum also to actually show you where the stage was.
Yeah.
Because the stage, there was like a wall behind it that was the stage, and on that wall you can actually see how tall it was.
Yeah.
Because this was about, I don't know, 20 meters high.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit more. Yeah.
Absolutely fabulous.
And actually, if you look over there, like 6,000 people would fit in here, which is a huge part of the population at the time. So it was something really big. Yeah.
Everybody will go down to the theatre.
Absolutely. Yeah. It was a very popular thing. So
The houses are absolutely amazing. Just think of the view from the window there.
I know, but they are actually lucky because there were also then buildings right on top of this, and those buildings are clearly not here anymore. So I suppose these are the lucky neighbors. But yeah, they have a beautiful view. And
It's like any theatre, I suppose it'd be kind of passageways under here, which is actually this part. Yeah.
there were different entrances. There's one even there in the middle, which is quite special here.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's very nice.
Yeah.
And as well. So there were, of course, we have found other remains, but like the baths or the forum.
Yeah.
But they even say that there must have been an amphitheater too,
Right.
like, you know, where the gladiators went, although that has never been found.
It's not appeared yet.
No, and some people say it's under the Palafox Hotel, other people say it's on the Plaza Los Sitios, but nobody really knows. But
No.
just by the size of this and the old town,
Would be
it would only be natural for there to be such a place too. So,
yeah.
yeah.
You mentioned the forum there. That's one quite close to here.
Yeah, you can actually just walk there. It's very close, and they have quite a nice museum as well that explains something about the, you know, the daily life in Rome at the time.
Absolutely.
So
Should we go and take a look at that then?
yeah, let's do that.
Around.
Yeah, very good.
Hear me when I come, banging on my bongo. All that swing belongs to me. I'm so happy there's nobody in my place instead of me. I'm a king without a crown, hanging loose in a big town. I'm the king of bongo, baby. I'm the king of bongo bong. King of the bongo. Hear me when I come, baby. Hear me when I come. Mama was queen of the mambo. Papa was king of the Congo. Deep down in the jungle, I start banging my first bongo. Every monkey like to be in my place instead of me, 'cause I'm the king of bongo, baby. I'm the king of bongo bong. Hear me when I come.
So here you see the map of the Casco area of Saragossa today. But you can see that that was actually where the old Roman town was.
Yeah.
So here we were at the theater before, which is near the current Plaza España. There are Roman baths over there, the forum, and there is a harbour as well on the river that you can also visit if you wanted to. Yeah, and you can still see that the old Roman town plan on it with the main streets, which today is Donheime, and the other street, which is Manifestación Esposimina Calle Mayor, going around it like that, going through it like that.
And we're there, of course, in number one. At this
Yeah.
very moment.
Exactly, we're number one, that's the forum.
Lovely. Let's have a look around.
Yeah.
This is the underground part we can see there.
This is like a reconstruction, so this would be like 4 meters above our heads right now. We're standing on can see it in a moment because it's still there in the remains, and it gives you an impression of how good they were as engineers, actually, the Romans. If you look over there, those pipes as well, they could construct all of that so there was drinking water in the city. But you imagine it's 2,000 years ago, so it's really, really amazing.
And those are lead pipes, but you can see that some of them are actually quite intact, even today.
Yeah. And the good thing about this museum is that they really explain everything very well, because, well, clearly there are just remains, so you wouldn't really know what they are, but they've explained the whole process of how they used to make them, where they were, and so they've really done a great job at explaining it well.
I really like things like that where you can see as they were originally.
Exactly.
If you found something like that now, you wouldn't really realise what it was.
Exactly, you would have no idea. It's just a simple picture like that makes you think, oh, so that's what they did. Right.
Keep me when I come, baby. Keep me when I come.
So, like we've just seen on the skill model, we are underground now, and it's about 4 meters, and you can see it here. We saw a sewer on the skill model, and we can actually walk in there now. So, yeah, if you like,
Take a look.
yeah.
This is absolutely amazing. I've never been in here before.
So this is it.
Who would believe that this
I know, you would have no idea that this is right under the square of the sail.
the other way as well?
Yeah,
That's just amazing.
yeah, it's, they've done really well in showing this. Yeah, and the rest of the forum, you know, it was the market of the city. It was near the harbor, so they could bring their products. You can see shops where you actually see the basements of the shops, because we are underground, under where the square originally was. And yeah, you get a good idea of the map of what the forum was like, where the political buildings were, and yeah, and especially the shops, you can see them quite well.
Yeah.
So
I bet not many people think about that nowadays, because boats would actually come up the
Yeah, yeah, it was a very important river, and Saragossa was one of the major cities on that river.
Yeah.
And thanks to the river, of course.
It's quite strange, really, actually, how the city kind of turned its back to the river, and maybe you should have given it more importance, like in other cities like Paris or London.
Probably. Yeah.
Strange that. Yeah, it is. Anyway, you can discover it for yourself. Yeah. Okay. Shall we go and see some of those other things?
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Parfois j'aimerais mourir tellement j'ai voulu croire. Parfois j'aimerais mourir pour ne plus rien avoir. Parfois j'aimerais mourir pour plus jamais te voir. Je ne t'aime plus, mon amour. Je ne t'aime plus tous les jours. Je ne t'aime plus, mon amour.
It's been a lovely morning, Meryl. We've had a nice walk around Zaragoza. We've seen some of these lovely Roman places. And here we are now in the Plaza Santa Marta.
Yeah. This is a nice square for some tapas or a nice drink. And I come here quite often, especially when I have guests. When people visit from back home, they usually really like this square. It's good atmosphere. Yeah. Also in the evenings, it's very nice.
Yeah, and we're enjoying a nice, typically Spanish drink as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, having red wine with lemonade and a nice lager with some lemon in too. Okay, that's great.
It's good in the summer.
Is this a kind of seafood place or?
I think it is, yeah. I was here with my mom a few weeks ago, and we did eat some seafood. It's actually quite nice.
So your mum likes seafood?
She does, yeah. She doesn't get much of it in Holland,
No.
so she loves getting it here. It's like a real treat. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's quite surprising, really. In England, we don't eat as much fish as here either.
It's strange, isn't it?
Yeah, it's strange because people think being an island that you would do, but really we eat much more here.
Yeah, we eat more fish here than in Holland too. It's a bit strange. but it's nice.
Yeah,
People like it. Yeah.
it's nice. Yeah. And have you always lived in Zaragoza?
Well, the first time I came to Spain, I was on my Erasmus placement because I studied modern languages in Salford, in the Manchester.
That's amazing. Yeah, my family. I'm originally from Manchester.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh wow! So you know
yeah,
Salford too?
I do. I know Salford and the university.
Wow, that's a very good language department. Apparently they are closing now because in the UK modern languages are not as popular anymore.
Yeah,
So
you'd think
that's
it'd be
sad
just
news.
the opposite way around.
I know. Yeah, I hope it changes back again.
Yeah.
But yeah, then I was there studying my modern languages, and we had to do a year abroad and go spend some time in each of the country where your language was spoken.
That's right. I did
So
exactly the same.
you
Which
did the same.
languages did you do?
I did French and Spanish.
Yeah, me
Did you?
too.
You
Yeah,
did
that's
too.
an amazing coincidence. Yeah,
It is.
yeah.
It is.
I love both of them. Yeah.
I do too. At the time, I liked French better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just better at it, so you enjoy it more.
Well, I didn't start to study Spanish until much later. Actually, my main language was French, and then I started Spanish later.
Same here.
Yeah, but then it kind of switched over. I liked it better.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So my first placement in Spain was in Salamanca, and it was not that good, really, to be honest with you, because I loved Paris so much, and then I had to do the Spain bit.
Yeah,
And yeah, Salamanca, it was Erasmus, it was fun, but didn't meet a lot of Spanish people, and because I didn't, it was really hard to get into Spanish life and the timetables and the food, and I didn't feel quite comfortable with it. So yeah, I really preferred France, but then when I graduated, I thought I should really get my level of Spanish like up to a good level, so I needed some more time in Spain, and since I'd met some Spanish Erasmus students in Salford, then they were from Zaragoza, and that's why I decided to try again here.
to come here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's 11 years ago now.
wow. Yeah. So you after Salamanca, not quite. You like Aragón.
I love it. I absolutely love it. And So you adapt to Spanish timetable and Spanish habits a lot easier, and that really helps. And so yeah, it's getting better and better. So
And you find Zaragoza a nice, comfortable city?
it is very comfortable to live in. Actually, a lot of foreigners don't stay in Zaragoza. They go to Barcelona, Madrid, the beach. But I really like it here. I find it very comfortable that I've always had work, which is important. As an English teacher, there is work. You can walk everywhere, and the weather is nice. Although a lot of people from here disagree on that because they complain about the Tierzo, and it's cold and very hot in summer. But being from Holland, sometimes I have one of my best friends here is French, and sometimes we meet in the middle of winter and we sit on the terrace with our coats on, but the sky is blue in the sun, and we just love it so much, and we go like, wow, this is what we like about Zaragoza, isn't it? It's bright light.
A lot of people ask me what I like about Spain, and I would always say that it's just the way of life, the people, the atmosphere, but it's the brightness of the whole.
Absolutely. It has such a big influence on you. So, yeah, I really like that.
You have a lovely voice, Meryl, and you speak absolutely perfect English. Would that be true of everybody who lives in Holland? Or?
Well, people in Holland do speak quite good English in general. Most people, when they finish school, they get a proper level of English. But then I went to study in Salford, so I spent several years in Manchester, and that has really helped, of course. But most people in Holland do speak good English. It's not like many people think. It's not that we are bilingual. People, when I say I'm from Holland, they ask me, so do you speak German then? No, we speak Dutch. But you're bilingual in English then? No, we speak Dutch, and we speak English for the tourists. But then they are quite good at it. They get their films in English, their music in English, and they generally speak quite good English. But it needs getting abroad to get to a better level, obviously.
Yes. Yeah. we end our program today by having something typically Spanish to eat, a nice little tapa and a drink. I don't know why we always end the programs this way.
I wonder why.
And this is where we say goodbye and thank you to Meryl Cockenberg for coming along